So we're going to do Kenneth Grant this week, guys, and welcome back. He's definitely taking strides forward, and I just wanted to take a look at some of the things that he's doing. It's kind of what we're talking about. I think a lot of people want instant gratification when it comes to players, and it just doesn't happen like that. This is a professional job, and it takes a while for you to really get into what you're trying to be as an NFL player. And you're starting to see it. Before we get into that, though, guys, do make sure you hit that like and subscribe. So you're going to see Kenneth Grant right here, and we're going to play it. He's starting to really understand his type of tenacity and his physical attributes and how to use them. You're starting to see, like, right there. I know it's pass completed, but he definitely goes and completely just pushes two guys back, and that's a good play right there. This is going to be the play that we saw, I think all of us saw in the beginning of the game. It was so impressive. This is going to be the one where he stuffs Chris Rodriguez, and you're going to see, this swim move is something that, I'm not comparing him to any of these players, but this is a swim move that, like, Chris Jones and, Aaron Donald and some of those players kind of pull this swim move off. You're going to see him right there. Look at that move. Just beautiful right there. He literally gets off the center Biadash, which is a pretty good center. Makes a tackle for a loss. It's a phenomenal play by Kenneth Grant. And, Jonah is starting to get better. He's not taking the progression as much as Kenneth is. But Kenneth Grant is starting to make a lot of good plays. It's starting to become very impressive. You see right here, again, pushing his guy back. We're going to show you pretty much all of the plays, but he's starting to really get it where, he's making an impact a lot more. A lot of the rookies are. You're going to see it in the middle. And again, holds his block right there. I want you to see. They move him out of the way, but he's holding his block, which allows him to come into that gap and fill it as, I think that's Biggers, or if not, it's Jordan Phillips, is able to make, it looks like Biggers. Biggers makes another, he had an awesome game too, man. I don't want to say that they hit on every single defensive tackle this year, but it's starting to look like they've hit on every single defensive tackle that they've taken this year, which is very impressive. You're going to see him right there, kind of not a nonchalant play, but I want you guys to notice, beginning of the season, we had this area right here. He was getting pushed back like 17 yards when it was coming to the pass game. Like, he was getting moved around. You're seeing him here where he's doing switches and shifting in the line and, changing the point of attack all the time. It just took time. That's all that we really, Biadish. I think that's his name. I'm not 100% how do you pronounce it, but he's a good center, and he was taking him on most of the game. And I think this is going to be the play right here where he makes another stuff, and he pretty much moves the offensive lineman, if I'm correct on this one. Holds the point of attack, and, unfortunately it was a good run over to the other side, but like I said, holding his point of attack, closing that hole, and he ends up getting to this point right here where you're going to see that he makes an excellent play. And I want you guys to take note of that, because he makes an excellent play right here where the first play he held his point of attack, so they had to run to the left, because, again, it looked like they were trying to open up either the left or the right, and Kenneth Grant just pushed the guy back. This play literally pushes, I think it's either Sam Cosmi or Chris Paul, down that way, moves him all the way to Chris Rodriguez, and then makes a tackle. It's impressive play. Just look at it right there. Boom. Blows that play up. And of course, the linebackers make tackles, but it's because of Kenneth Grant starting to get it together. See him right over here. And again, holding the point of attack, moving the pocket so that everybody can converge on the running play. It's a beautiful play by Kenneth Grant, and it's just, he's starting to show this more and more. I'm hoping that Jonah kind of takes that jump too, but it looks like Kenneth Grant is really starting to, get where he's supposed to be. So you're going to see him right over here. Again, staying on his. Well, this was a pretty good. I'll get rid. So you're gonna see on this play right here, it's another play where he makes an impressive move on what looks like Sam Cosme, who, you know, again, it's these types of plays that you're starting to see on him that he's starting to do these more and more, and it's starting to become very impressive. So you're going to see him get set right here, and you're going to see him pretty much go into this gap and then move his offensive line to the right and then fill that hole where Chris Rodriguez is going, stopping him on the play. It's impressive. So on this play, you're going to see Kenneth Grant perfectly execute a switch with Jordan Phillips. And you're going to see him pretty much get pressure on Marcus Mariota, and you'll see Marcus speed up his process. And I want you to see how fast he kind of gets to the quarterback on this play. Like it's very impressive to see how fast that he gets to him on this play. He performs a switch with Jordan Phillips, comes around, and then Marcus Mariota, you start seeing him get flustered. It's an impressive play. I want you to see right over here. He's going to perform that switch, and boom, Marcus starts panicking. You see him right there, and makes him throw an incomplete pass towards the end zone. It's starting to get, again, starting to get it. And another one right here. He's going to perform a switch, but, it's going to be with Zeke Biggers this time. And he hits that open lane, and it's pressure again. And it's an incomplete pass. I mean, I think this was probably his best game. Get a little more good. So this is going to be the last play that I show. And I think his technique right now is really becoming the swim move. Like he's really getting good at that rip and that swim move where he's getting past defenders very quick. I mean, it's starting to really come together for him because of these different techniques. I don't know who's teaching him. I'm guessing it's Anthony Weaver and all that, but whoever the defensive line coach is, I have to do some research on it because I don't fully remember who it is. I mean, he's really giving these guys some really good stuff, dude, because this swim move, again, we're going to see it for the second time. He just gets right. And this is going to be a run that you'll see is a big run. I think it was for more than 10 yards. But the reason behind that is because this got blocked up so well, because he got through so quickly. It was impressive. And like I said, this is the last play, but I just want to show you guys, what we're kind of looking at here from this rookie. Boom. Gets right through there. I mean, look how quick that is. And unfortunately, they get through on this part of the line, but look at this swim move that he does. Puts the offensive line on the floor, and it's just, I'm telling you, man, it's really becoming something that we need to look for. He's doing great. He's starting to really get it, and that's why I keep saying, like, the more we do this, the more that he's going to get better. The rookies are getting better, and this team is starting to come together a lot more. It's just unfortunate that we're doing it this year, And I just, of course, had to end on that.